Hi there, it's Marty from owingsart.com. That's OWINGSART.com. And today we're going to take a look at this Daler-Rowney travel set of watercolor paints. Now, Daler-Rowney makes three lines of watercolor paints. They make a line called Simply Watercolor, which they characterize as affordable or really inexpensive watercolor paints. They make the Aquafine watercolor line, which is a student grade paint, which is the paint we're going to take a look at today. And they make a line called the Artist Watercolor, which is a higher-end artist-grade watercolor paint. So this set comes with 18 half pans in it, and it's got this nice color guideline. I wish other companies, like, for instance, Schmincke or Faber-Castell or some of the other people who make paints would put the care into like labeling the colors in their sets. It's very helpful. So with that handy wax paper label, I'm able to easily identify the colors in the tray. Now, after you've been doing art for a long time, you sort of know what they are, but it's good to have the reference anyway. These trays come right in and out for easy cleaning, and this is really a portable tray. It even comes with a brush. So just think of the adventures you can go on with this little watercolor set, and this and a number 2 pencil is about all you need to make outstanding watercolor paintings. This little brush is a number 4, and it's handy for most of the stuff you're going to do, although I like to use a variety of brushes, including fine-tipped and medium fine for detail. But we'll use this to apply the color here when I do this test. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to lay out each of the colors one at a time and let you take a look at the color, and I'll talk about its vibrancy. We'll fast forward through that since it's kind of boring to sit and watch somebody mix paint the whole time. But these are the paints brushes that I'll be using later on. They're fine, medium fine. These are water pens. These two things I'm holding in my hand right here. You just add water in the barrel of the pen and you squeeze it, water comes out, and then you don't have to dip your pen in a water bowl. It's pretty handy. And these are two really traditional brushes. This is a Escada brush, which is really nice, and this is a Winsor & Newton number 6. So these are the brushes I'll use later on in the demonstration, and I'll do a demonstration today and create an actual painting using these Daler-Rowney watercolor paints. So one of the first things you're going to notice here is they're pretty vibrant, even in the lighter colors. So there's a yellow here and a cadmium yellow, and they really pop. Their reds are excellent as well. So just going through these colors, there's a nice orange there and a purple. These blues are great. There's a good aquamarine blue and that really excellent cobalt and cerulean blue. That cerulean blue is great for skies. So here's sort of their brown range, burnt sienna, umber. And then it comes with a Chinese white, which is nice to have. I do a lot of winter scenes, and it's nice to have a nice white paint in the mix. But you can see up close, these are really vibrant and bright colors. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is a little painting demonstration. First, I'm going to do a little penciling, and I've got much of it done. I pulled this out of my head because I live in a state that has a lot of rural farming areas in it, so I don't have to drive too far away from the big city I live in here in the Midwest and go out and see a farm. So I have these farmhouses pretty firmly planted in my memory. So what I'm doing here is just sketching a farmhouse and some background. And what I'll do here is I'll use that Escada brush to put some cerulean blue just kind of lightly in the background for sky. Don't have to overdo it. You know, the suggestion of color and line and shadow and value in paintings is enough. The human eye fills in the rest. And sometimes you can have happy little accidents where there's, you know, a cloud shape in there you didn't mean to be, but it looks great. Here I'm going to start shading the side of the barn that's not in direct sunlight in the edge of this silo. As you can see, as I add this color in here, and I skip ahead a little bit, I'm just darkening it in, but I'm leaving enough of the original kind of faded red siding of the barn to add some continuity to it. So yeah, wherever there's shadow, wherever shadow is being cast here in this barn, I want to make sure that I account for that. In snow, you don't have to do a lot with snow. You know, you just less is more. And so here I'm just going to ink some of the detail in. I'm using a Copic multiliner SP pen, and a little bit more shading on this, a couple of little small detail marks, and then I will have some wire for some power to the barn. I'll sign this thing and that'll be it. So the bottom line for this Daler-Rowney paint is it's quite good for a student grade paint. I liked it, I enjoyed using it, and I would recommend it. A couple of suggestions for the company though, if they're listening out there. One is put where it's manufactured on the packaging so people don't have to go looking for that. And they know where to go for that. And also just let us know what the light fastness is of these various colors in the set. Otherwise, a great little travel set which you can take anywhere, and it's just great for whipping out sketches. Well, if you get a chance, drop a thumbs up on the channel. Subscribe for sure if you like videos like this one or any others. And if you want to catch some of my thoughts on art in general and some of the work I do, check out owingsart.com. That's OWINGSART.com. All right, thanks, and have a great day, everybody.